This is Coffee with God, and I am Father Jose. Let us begin this day with the Word of God and a short reflection.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 13, verses 21 to 33 and 36 to 38. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. After he said these things, Jesus became visibly upset, and then he told them why. "One of you is going to betray me." The disciples looked around at one another, wondering who on earth he was talking about. One of the disciples, the one Jesus loved dearly, was reclining against him, his head on his shoulder. Peter motioned to him to ask who Jesus might be talking about. So, being the closest, he said, "Master, who?" Jesus said, "The one to whom I give this crust of bread after I've dipped it." Then he dipped the crust and gave it to Judas, son of Simon the Iscariot. As soon as the bread was in his hand, Satan entered him. "What you must do," said Jesus, do it and get it over with." No one around the supper table knew why he had said this to him. Some thought that since Judas was their treasurer, Jesus was telling him to buy what they needed for the feast, or that he should give something to the poor. Judas, with a piece of bread, left. It was night. When he had left, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man is seen for who he is, and God seen for who he is in him. The moment God is seen in him, God's glory will be on display. In glorifying him, he himself is glorified. Glory all around. Children, I am with you for only a short time longer. You are going to look high and low for me, but just as I told the Jews, I'm telling you, where I go, you are not able to come." Simon Peter asked, "Master, just where are you going?" Jesus answered, "You can't now follow me where I'm going. You will follow later." "Master," said Peter, "why can't I follow now? I'll lay down my life for you." "Really? You'll lay down your life for me? The truth is that before the rooster crows, you'll deny me 3 times. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Holy Gospel according to St. John, chapter 13, verses 21 to 33 and 36 to 38. The first thing I hear in today's Gospel is that phrase that we had spoken too many times when we were children. "I didn't do it." The disciples of Jesus react like children trying to defend themselves to that statement of the Master, "One of you is going to hand me over." They all wanted to look like good children who had never committed a mischief. But the reality is not always how we like it to be. Who has not broken a plate or many plates in their lives? Who can say that they are pure and good? That all their works are upright? That they have never acted out of selfishness? And that their intentions were always good? Look at the behaviour of the disciples. They failed to be faithful to the Lord, and they all had their selfish reasons for following Jesus. Some preachers commented that Peter was delighted that he had left everything to follow Jesus, but in reality, perhaps he had only left a few nets that he mended 1,000 times and a boat that leaked everywhere. They had intentions of obtaining important positions in the kingdom that Jesus would establish. Remember the story of the sons of Zebedee who wanted the left and the right positions on either side of Jesus? Let us move from the apostles and look into our lives. Can we claim to be pure and good? Although our lives are in disarray, let us not lose hope. Let us be thankful to the Lord for His mercy and draw energy from the good qualities that the Lord has endowed us with. The Lord knows our infidelities and betrayals and loves us for what we are. The liturgy of the Holy Week challenges us to keep our selfishness and arrogance aside. We are no different from those we regard as bad or not well behaved. We are all in need of mercy, forgiveness, and understanding. Let us not judge anyone, even the betrayal of Judas. We are not any better than him. When we judge our brethren, we don't make ourselves any different from them. There are two betrayals in today's reading, one by Judas and the other by Peter. Peter is a representative of the rest of the group. He is our representative. He was too proud of his credentials. I would never betray you. Sometimes we are like him, so sure of our righteousness. We hear people comment, "Do not allow this person to serve in the church, for he has a bad reputation." Really? What makes me worthier or more meritorious than the other person to serve God and His church? Our only credential shall be our reliance on the mercy of God.